Today on People Now, it's a Property Brothers wedding. People has exclusive access as Drew Scott and Linda Fan tie the knot in Italy.
Plus, could property babies be in the near future?
New details about Matt Lauer's looming $100 million divorce. How will that fortune be split?
We have your all-access pass to Britney Spears, her kids, her workouts, and her killer wardrobe.
Shawn Mendes clearing the air about his dating life.
Plus, why is kissing Reynolds like kissing a condom? His co-star Morena Baccarin explains.
It'll all make sense, and it's all today on People Now. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Welcome to People Now. Welcome and welcome, welcome. We've got a lot to get to, so much so that you have to say it 3 times. We've been searching for a new topic to argue about on the internet, and you're in luck because we found one here. Move over blue, black, white, gold dress debate. The internet is now absorbed in this mystery, trying to solve whether or not this thing is saying a particular name.
Yeah, we're losing sleep over this, I think. So listen to this and let us know what you think.
Laurel. 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 Laurel.
Okay,
oh my gosh.
Okay, so what do you hear?
So here's the mind-blowing part. When I listened to this earlier today, it was Yanny. Now I just heard Laurel.
So I just heard Yanny right now.
Are you serious?
But every time I listen to it, it's something different.
Yanny?
Oh my gosh, everyone's split.
I think it depends on the time.
People have been tweeting about this. What do you hear, Yanny or Laurel? It seems like there's an even split. We want to settle this. Let us know what you hear. Tweet us at People with the hashtag PeopleNow.
I'm not
I know.
kidding you.
It's
My mind is blown because it
unsettling.
changed.
It changes for me too. Yeah.
We'll check in with you later, guys. Please tell us what you think. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending for today. On a very serious note here, after 20 years of marriage, 3 children, and a very public cheating scandal, Matt Lauer and his wife Annette Roque are negotiating the terms of their divorce. And according to insiders, it's not pretty. A source explains Lauer and Roque are barely speaking to each other, while another source adds, quote, the damage in his marriage can't be fixed, and that damage may cost Lauer millions. Now, Lauer was estimated by Time to have made $100 million during his time at NBC, and the couple's real estate portfolio includes a $36.5 million Hamptons mansion, which is where Lauer has been living since news of the scandal broke, and they also own a $12.75 million home in Sag Harbor, New York. The New York City divorce attorney Bernard Post, who is not involved in this case, says if he were Roque's lawyer, he would, quote, be looking at getting something close to 50% from Lauer. Another prominent New York divorce lawyer, Judith Poehler, says the final figures will likely stay private, but she guesses that Roque will get the Hamptons house, some cash, and child support, but no spousal support. Now, Lauer and Roque, who married in 1998 after being set up on a blind date a year before, already had a strained marriage that had almost ended multiple times. In 2006, Roque filed for divorce, but withdrew 3 weeks later. Then more recently, a legal insider says she was, quote, shopping for divorce lawyers. That was back in 2014. Now we move on to this. Property Brothers star Drew Scott and Linda Fan tied the knot in a magical Italian ceremony this past weekend. The TV star and his new bride dated for 6 years before making it official, which made the big day even more special and even more of a reason to go all out. In the exclusive People cover story and PeopleTV feature, the couple explains why they knew a destination wedding was the only way to say I do.
We always thought about destination. I love destination weddings, but for us, we're always on the road filming, always on the road working. We only get home 2-3 weeks a year, and so the thought of having everyone together somewhere for more than one day, a whole week to hang out on a beach, enjoy each other's company, that was what sounded like the perfect wedding for us.
We didn't want it to be over just in one day.
Yeah, well, the wedding was definitely not one day. Scott and Fan's ceremony was the culmination of a jam-packed week-long celebration for the couple and their 300-plus guests, including Drew's twin brother, Jonathan, and older brother, JD. In the interview, now that is out Friday, Jonathan says he was moved to tears during his brother's big day, saying that Drew and Linda's bond has given him hope and that Linda taught Drew to have an open heart, calling the couple the perfect balance of business and pleasure. And stick around, everybody, because we are going inside Scott and Fan's epic wedding reception. We'll let you know why their choreographed Dancing with the Stars first dance didn't go quite as planned. Pretty fun story. Stick around for that. Well, WWE superstar Nikki Bella is opening up about her relationship with John Cena, revealing on the Today Show that while she's hopeful for the future, she still has some work to do on herself.
John, and you guys know this, he is absolutely an amazing man. He is such a sweetheart, and I truly love him so much. He's my best friend. But I think, you know, a lot of us that go through the wedding planning process, I think we kind of have to like face and get forced to face all these issues that we have just hiding deep down inside. And I just know that a healthy me will be a healthy us. And I do have hope for our future, but I know right now I need to work on me. And before I do say those vows and walk down that aisle, I just don't want to be hesitant. I don't want to be regretful.
Nikki Bella got real while discussing her public breakup with Kathy Lee and Hoda, the WWE superstar who admitted she definitely has hope that her and Cena will get back together one day, also brought up the many sacrifices she has made for the relationship. She explained you can give so much and then you kind of get tired of giving. Sources told People that the couple split was due to their differing stances on marriage and having kids. Bella was vocal about her desire to become a mom, while Cena was steadfast in his decision to never have children. Sister Brie Bella gave her take on the up and down relationship, saying she still loves the both of them together and that Cena is like a brother. She added, quote, "I can't wait to see how this all ends." Us too. Well, Nikki and Brie will be on People Now this Friday, so make sure to tune in for even more updates on the split and what to expect on the new season of Total Bellas. On to this. Former Bachelor contestant Bekah Martinez is getting real about how much it costs to be a contestant on the popular dating show. She opened up to Glamour magazine, revealing that she didn't get paid for her time on The Bachelor, and she only had 10 days before filming to pack everything that she would need up to 2 months away from home. This is a big deal. And her biggest concern, where am I going to get all these dresses? This is going to cost me thousands of dollars if I buy all of these things. Those are her words, of course. Now, Bekah was a nanny at the time, still had to account for rent and living expenses while she was gone. She reached out to friends and family and was able to get some free swimsuits, some snow gear, even sample dresses from showrooms to wear on the show. Bekah still needed to spend some money for other necessities, though, which totaled close to $1,000 for the 6 weeks that she ended up being there. One resource Bekah didn't realize she would have were her fellow contestants. The girls on the show were really good about sharing any clothes someone may have forgotten to bring to the Bachelor house. And of all the contestants, she said she suspects Cian spent the most because she had the newest of everything, from adorable dresses to two-piece sets, all from brands like Free People and Anthropologie. When Bekah returned home, she returned everything that still had tags on it and didn't realize how hard it would be to come back. After quitting her job to be on the show, she went 6 weeks without work. But looking back, she says that she would, quote, do it all over again. Bekah has received a lot of opportunities after the show and says she had an overall wonderful experience on The Bachelor. Glad to hear that. It looks like they're having fun. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will have the cutest group of 10 bridesmaids and page boys on their royal wedding day this Saturday. Kensington Palace announced the news on Wednesday amid drama involving Meghan's father, who said he is not attending the wedding. Now, leading the pack, it's royal siblings Prince George and Princess Charlotte, of course. They served as a page boy and bridesmaid in their Aunt Pippa Middleton's wedding last May, so they've got some experience here. Now, several of Harry and Meghan's godchildren and their friends' kids will also serve in the bridal party, including 3-year-old Florence Van Cutsem, who is the cousin of one of William and Kate's most memorable bridesmaids. Who could forget little Grace Van Cutsem? The festivities were just a little too loud for her that day. Florence is also Harry's goddaughter, so it all makes sense there. And 6- and 7-year-old Remy and Rylan Litt will also serve as bridesmaids. They're Meghan's goddaughters and the children of one of Meghan's closest friends, Benita Litt. They'll be flying in from LA. Now, 4-year-old Ivy Mulroney and her brothers, 7-year-old twins Brian and John Mulroney, will also join the pack. They're the kids of Meghan's BFF and Toronto-based stylist, Jessica Mulroney, who we've heard a lot about. And rounding out the crew will be 2-year-old Zaylee Warren, cute name, another goddaughter of Harry's, and 6-year-old Jasper Dyer, the son of Harry's old friend and mentor, Mark Dyer. The palace says the designer of the children's outfits will be revealed on the day of the wedding, so we'll have to wait and see about that, but we can guarantee they will be one of the most cute parts of the whole wedding
super
ceremony.
adorable. All right, you guys, we are kicking off our tracks with one sweet superstar shout out. Take a look at this.
There was a pretty little lady that ended up on the news here by the name of Nammie. She is 88 years old. And I met her earlier tonight, wherever you are in the audience tonight. There she is. I love you.
So sweet. Justin Timberlake just gave 88-year-old Nammie the surprise of a lifetime. Betty Maloney, also called Nammie by her grandkids, is a Timberlake superfan who got an extra special shout-out from the pop star during his Man of the Woods concert on Monday. Nammie's granddaughter, Sarah Watson, documented the entire journey on Instagram, from the time when Nammie was first surprised with tickets to the show at Easter to meeting the singer backstage before the concert. Sarah called the entire experience the best night ever, saying, quote, "Justin's a class act, kind, lovely, and way cute in person. What an amazing night for Nammie." All right, now watch this.
Okay, guys, are you ready to go outside and play? No. Are you kidding me? Guys, we've been outside all. Let's go, come on. Okay. Mamma mia.
Mamma Mia is right. Britney Spears is keeping her two kids very active. The 36-year-old pop star posted a series of Instagram posts running around with her sons, writing in part, "Nothing makes me happier." They look like a very active bunch there. Brit followed up with this soothing video of the group practicing their brush strokes, captioning the clip, "Painting feels so therapeutic to me. Getting to do this with my boys on a beautiful day like this is such a blessing." And it looks like there'll be some more family time this summer. Britney will be heading to Europe for her Piece of Me tour, and her two tween boys are coming with her. The singer says she hasn't been across the pond in quite some time, but that her kids are very excited for the big trip. She adds, quote, "Shawn and Jaden are such sweethearts. Shawn plays football. He's kind of tiny, so I worry. They actually tackle each other. He's still a baby to me, so I'm like, please stop. They're both into sports." And the apple must not fall too far from the tree since their mama is known for her workouts. Now, Britney says she likes to keep things basic, admitting, "I don't work out that much, but I like to dance and do yoga." I think she likes to work out a lot.
Me too.
Yeah. And she's a big foodie as well, saying it's tricky to eat healthy on the road since her appetite often skyrockets during performances. She explains, "I'll just inhale a club sandwich and fries. When I'm hungry, don't talk to me. I want a hamburger and I want it now." It's pretty relatable, Britney. As for her evolving style, the singer says there's one piece of clothing she'll never live without. Booty shorts, of course. Britney says she's always been a shorts girl, adding, "I like mini shorts and a tank top or a cool t-shirt. That's what I clean my house in." Okay, all I heard there was Britney Spears cleans her own house. Apparently, stars are just like us. Sounds like our girl has it all figured out. All right, guys, Ryan Reynolds is getting ready for the nationwide premiere of his superhero sequel, Deadpool 2. It's out Friday, and he's enjoying life off-screen with his leading lady, Blake Lively, and their two daughters, 3-year-old James and 1.5-year-old Inez. Now, naturally, many of us have questions for Mr. Deadpool himself, so people got the hilarious actor to answer some favorite fan questions. So when asked how similar he and Deadpool are, Ryan said they have, quote, "a lot in common, too much in fact." Now the actor joking that Deadpool refuses to leave his brain and insisted there's enough room in Ryan's head for the both of them. That's a scary thought. So how does Ryan relieve himself between takes since the Deadpool costume doesn't have a zipper? Yes, people want to know this. Now he says it takes about 5 minutes to get himself out of the suit, but when he needs to go, it's like waiting in line at the DMV, being stabbed to death by my enemies. I don't know, kind of sounds like Deadpool might have been talking there. And one fan got a little cheeky and asked Ryan if he takes Deadpool into the bedroom. Uh-oh. Well, after the gentleman, Ryan left a little mystery in the air by saying the thought sounded like a challenge. With no zipper, that does sound pretty challenging. It's an interesting visual, though. When it comes to real life, Ryan was asked the best and worst advice he's ever received. He admitted they were one and the same, saying, quote, "Don't leave Canada and move to Hollywood. Those are shark-infested waters." Well, I know, we're all glad Ryan took the advice, for better or worse. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. Shawn Mendes is setting the record straight about those rumors that he's dating Hailey Baldwin, and what he has to say might surprise you. Plus, who knows J-Lo better? We put her World of Dance co-stars Derek Huff and Jenna Dewan to the test. Stick around for that.
All right, T-minus 3 days until Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding. We are almost there, you guys. We just have to hang on a little bit longer.
Can't wait. For today's Royal Throwback, we're flashing back to the days just after Harry and Meghan's big engagement news was announced.
Yeah, we know we were very excited by the news, but how did the royal family members like Kate Middleton, Harry's dad Charles, and his wife Camilla react to the big announcement?
The key word here is thrilled. Watch.
How do you feel about yesterday's royal wedding announcement?
Oh, William and I are absolutely thrilled.
Absolutely thrilled.
No, we're thrilled, thank you so much. For both of them.
Thrilled.
I hope they'll be very happy indeed.
And we wish them all the best and hope they enjoy this happy moment.
As I said, America's loss is our gain.
All right, let's check in on our question of the day. Everyone is talking about this. Take another listen.
If it's different this time, I'm gonna...
Laurel.
Wait, what did I hear?
Laurel.
I heard Laurel last time.
Laurel.
I heard Yanni.
Laurel.
I think it's got some algorithm and it just
Laurel.
changes every now and then. I hear Laurel that time.
I don't know. Every time I hear it, it's different. I think
You
it has
heard
to do
Yanny
with
again?
I think it has to do with the frequencies of the amount of bass that you.
I'm gonna do some scientific analysis here.
I'm not the one to be breaking
My
down
ears are cued
the
to a higher
science of this.
Okay, to solve what will go down in history as the great internet debate of 2018, we asked you guys, is it Yanni,
Yanni,
or Laurel? What did you hear?
You sure you've heard Yanni?
Yeah, maybe I heard something else.
Monica Roman says, I can only hear Yanni.
Yeah, someone else said Laurel there before that. I don't say their name, but so the point is, it's even. People on Twitter are going crazy over this debate. Look at this. Twitter, Laurel something is trending. Me immediately remembering the dress, the humanity fiasco of 2015.
Yeah.
Please stop. No. Yeah.
I can hear both Yanni and Laurel. Guys, what does this mean? Am I one of the X-Men? I know it's very unsettling when you can hear both. And some people can hear it at the same time.
No way. That's
yes,
that's
what everyone's saying.
I can't believe that.
No, it's true.
Another one? There
A
we
lot
go.
of people are saying that.
Ash said, I'm thoroughly convinced that anyone who heard Laurel is part of a conspiracy trying to make us think we're all crazy. I would have thought that too, till I heard Laurel one time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I almost can't wait till this is over. My reaction when people tell me there's a new viral comparison going on.
Yeah, that's right.
Laurel and Yanni.
Roll the eyes, like, come on. Yeah, you roll your eyes until you actually listen and hear different things.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to check back in later with you, but now we move on to this.
Shawn Mendes is finally opening up about the relationship rumors that he and Hailey Baldwin sparked after walking the 2018 Met Gala red carpet together.
The In My Blood singer tells People they were not making their big debut. They were both asked to walk by designer Tommy Hilfiger.
So, I know, many fans were shipping the duo. This is very disappointing to hear this.
Yeah, but Mendes tells People, Hailey and I are friends, and it was just really cool for me to be able to walk with her because she's a vet, and it was my first year. So it kind of took the pressure off a little bit. I was thrilled to be able to go with her. That's his story.
That's what he's saying, but also you never know. Shawn also tells People about his mentor and friend John Mayer, saying the best advice he ever received from Mayer is that you are never done learning.
Shawn also says John will send me new music and ask me what I think. He says, I was so impressed that he didn't see himself as a master yet. He said he's a badass.
He is a badass. It's really cool. And guys, we may have a Mendes-Mayer song in our futures.
Yes, Shawn tells People he's sure that he and John will work together in the future, so we'll be listening for that.
Yeah.
Let it happen.
Wait for that. All right, Property Brothers star Drew Scott and Linda Phan's Italian wedding was a week to remember. Yes, a week.
Full week. People's exclusive cover story goes inside the 5-day lavish celebration, showing off all the food, the parties, and epic dances anyone could dream of.
The couple exchanged their ideas with their very own sweet vows. Here is a moment from that.
I love when you only watch the crappy shows and movies when we're apart, saving the good ones to watch together.
So you think.
Linda looked absolutely stunning in a gown by Claire Pettibone, telling People it was love at first when picking the dress, and that as soon as she tried it on, she could imagine her wedding day.
And it was beautiful. And Drew honored his Scottish heritage with a Claymore kilt, and all the groomsmen did the same, but he changed into a tux for the reception to get his dance on.
Drew's Dancing with the Stars alum, of course, so his former partner Emma Slater and husband choreographed an elaborate number for the couple.
But the dance didn't go quite as planned. Fan tells People, quote, I didn't feel completely prepared and I kept tripping over my dress, but it was so much fun.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Of course, the reception was a non-stop party. It lasted until 5:30 in the morning.
That's actually pretty impressive,
It really
I think,
is.
for
After
a
a
wedding.
week of partying and building up to that?
I know. The couple told People they didn't want a reception that was too flashy or elaborate, saying, quote, we just want to have family and friends together.
Now, they may not have wanted an elaborate reception, but their cake was definitely out of this world.
We didn't just go for a white cake, we went for something that had a bit of a transition from white into something that's more our aesthetic.
The cake, which was designed by the masterminds behind the show, Cake Hunters, featured multiple tiers with multiple flavors.
That is
Wow.
an incredible cake.
Yeah.
But now that the wedding's over and the two are officially husband and wife, does that mean babies are in the near future?
That's the immediate question. The
I know.
newlyweds tell People we're excited to have kids. I think Linda and I will be great parents, he said, and we're excited to start that chapter of our lives.
Yeah, and if you want even more from Drew and Linda's wedding, head to PeopleTV on the PeopleTV app on your favorite streaming device for the entire feature.
We saw them at a party recently. Both of them, all of them were there, and they were so excited. You could just see them like radiating with excitement about it. They really were. That sounds like a dumb thing to say.
No,
They
I know,
really
but
were.
now when you see the videos and everything from the wedding, it makes you really happy.
They were probably also stressed that all of it would be pulled off well, and it
Yeah.
seems to have gone off like exactly as planned. So good for them.
All right, you guys. Deadpool fans. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
You know the love of Deadpool's heart in the movie is Vanessa, played by Morena Baccarin. Now, Morena told told us that she was so excited to jump back into this world, and the first time she was on set with her fake tattoos, she was able to snap back into character.
Yeah, Morena posted this pic getting what she called her classy, in quotes, tattoo put on before shooting. We found out what exactly is tatted on her back and if it could be connected to her love of Catwoman. Watch.
I actually don't know that it has ever been in the film, but the tattoo that I'm putting on in that photograph is a huge cat.
Yeah.
And we thought that would be like a nice little like shout out to fans of the comics.
Yeah, right.
Copycat, whatever, even though that's not what we're doing in this film.
The cat thing, of course, when we Google your name, one of the main headlines right now is that you want to play Catwoman.
Well, there you go.
People have glommed onto that you would like to do that. Is that a connection at all? Or is this total?
No, that was totally separate.
That's
just a total coincidence. I mean, Catwoman has always been an obsession.
Yeah.
My high school quote in my yearbook was mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it, and a kiss can be even deadlier if you mean it.
Oh, it's kind of like, this is a long time. This isn't just like a one-off comment for you.
In high school, I owned a cat suit.
Really?
And I wore it.
To school?
No.
To an event?
I'm not that crazy. In a play at school. Like, even though it was not a Batman Catwoman thing, I found an excuse and a reason to wear this suit.
Hey, gotta love a good cat suit,
Absolutely.
right?
And I love that she really has that kind of deep love for it.
I know. Well, fans also know Morena from her starring role in the TV show Gotham, and that she's married to her Gotham co-star Ben McKenzie. Now, they just recently found out Gotham was renewed for a 5th and final season.
Fans are going nuts about this. Morena told me that they were actually giving their kids baths and doing the kind of nighttime routine when he got the text that they were renewed. So had this big moment of like cheering, like, oh my gosh, this is so great. And then, just like parents do, they went back to putting the kids to bed and
real life, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, here's how she says they balance working together with regular life.
We go seamlessly from one to the other because we met working, so that's always been what we do together.
So, yeah, that already clicked before.
Yes, for sure. And,
you know,
at home, you're at home. It's just the change of environment kind of changes everything. And, you know, when he tries to give me notes on set, I tell him, you know, you're not going to really do that, right? And same thing. I mean, he knows who's boss.
Okay. Oh, wow, good.
No,
as long as he knows. That's the important thing. And the great thing about the two of them and Gotham, there's so many storylines and it could go in so many different directions. It'll be very exciting to see where that final season goes.
I know. I also imagine it's got to be hard to, when they're actors, so they get it when you're in a relationship, and then you have to watch Morena like in Deadpool with Ryan Reynolds.
Exactly right.
And all these scenes. Like, but I think they work it out.
We'll have more from her a little later.
Yes, moving on to this. Patricia Heaton is opening up about faith, family, and feeling fabulous at 60 in this week's issue of People.
The iconic TV mom is preparing to say farewell to her hit TV show, The Middle, but she's showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, the actress is currently registered for screenwriting classes at UCLA, and though she embraces her age head-on, she gets pretty candid about how plastic surgery has helped her put her best self forward.
I had 4 C-sections. I gained 50 pounds with every kid, and I'm 5'2". I was really in the prime of my career when that was all going on. So, you know, it just felt better and made me more confident to reconstruct my stomach, you know, take care of all that stuff. I also love beauty products, and I love fillers and Botox if you do it so that you still look like yourself. You just look like your best self. I'm so happy to be able to take advantage of it.
Well, aside from an outer glow, I'm sure Patricia would tell you that her special inner glow that she has comes from her deep faith.
That's right. Patricia is a proud Catholic and credits her strong upbringing in the faith for getting her through some of her toughest times.
Yes, especially after facing a devastating loss at age 12 when her mother died suddenly from an aneurysm.
Patricia explains how the life-changing moment instilled her with great strength and why she believes that she will see her mom again.
That colored life for me in a particular way, which is a feeling like, okay, I'm kind of on my own. I have to take care of myself. There's nobody to take care of me. Even though there's 5 of us and my dad was still around, you know, the sort of the foundation of your life has been pulled out from under you. And in some ways, I feel like my mother's death was a severe mercy because it set me up to become independent, to know that life is fleeting and you need to pursue the thing you want to pursue because you never know how long you have. And it also makes you value the time and events that do come into your life. The beauty of being a Catholic is this is not the last time I will ever see my mother. We will be together again.
You're no hero. You're just a clown. dressed up as a toy.
So dark. You sure you're not from the DC universe?
Yes, Deadpool 2 takes over theaters this weekend. It is our people pick of the day. Now, the foul-mouthed mercenary rounds up a gang of mutants to protect a young boy with newfound powers from an evil nemesis. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll cringe a little bit, then you're gonna laugh a whole lot more. You know the drill here. Fans are gonna love how this movie takes Deadpool to the next level, and part of the magic here is the incredible love story between Ryan Reynolds' leading character and the love of his life, Vanessa, played by Morena Baccarin. Now, she is telling us all about the challenge of bonding on screen with Ryan under a face covered in heavy prosthetics, and by the way, why he tasted like a condom. Watch and learn.
But he was a trooper, and I feel like, you know, there was definitely, when I looked at his face, it was harder to connect with him, with the person. And then when it was just him, I was like, oh, right, now, why are we having so much fun right now? Like, I just felt like I could really actually see his eyes. And so it's a little challenging to act with a mask, essentially. But he's still him, and I think he must feel the difference of how people react to him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, when you're used to walking around as like Ryan Reynolds,
right,
a charmed guy, and all this. Stupid question. My wife is obsessed, and I'm almost like annoyed with how much she talks about how much she loves Ryan Reynolds and the prospect of like being in a scene where she's kissing him. She wants to know if is it like Listerine strips? Is it like breath mints? What's the pregame? Is there any sort of thing like that?
Well, I keep saying that kissing him in that mask is like kissing a giant latex condom.
Oh,
because he basically just smells like rubber the entire time. So you can tell your wife that, and maybe she'll be like, not so great.
Yeah, right.
All.
Well, who knows where you go with that. You know what he does really well? The slightly loose tie. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? He wears it. It's like sloppy, but it looks great.
I think you might need a date with him.
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm offsourcing some of these questions to my wife. It's really, there's one guy who wants to know. Okay, yeah, I'm a fan. Big deal. Under all those prosthetics and under all the vulgar humor of Deadpool 2, Ryan Reynolds is quite the family man with his wife Blake Lively and 2 daughters usually by his side. Morena bonded with him over kid talk and apparently Ryan's ability to scare all the kids on set.
He adores his family and talks about his kids constantly, and we would compare notes, you know, what it's like to having toddlers and having kids and working. And
is it the kind of thing where you're able to bring your family, or he's able to bring his family on set at all, or was everyone there?
Yeah, for sure. I luckily didn't have to be there for such long stretches of time, so my kids came, but they didn't come to set. Also because I didn't want my kids to be freaked out by his face, which his kids were very freaked out by his face.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a lot of tears.
Like they just like show up and see him, and it's like, ah!
Of course. I mean, he leaves in the morning. He even said this earlier today. He leaves in the morning, and he's dad, and then they go to set, and they're like, what are you?
Monster. Right.
Yeah, so it's hard for kids in that way, but he wanted to be around them, you know?
Yeah. Well, guys, how well do World of Dance stars Jenna Dewan and Derek Huff know their co-star Jennifer Lopez? Let's find out. Jennifer is currently dating Alex Rodriguez. What's their couple name?
J-Rod.
Yes.
Oh, I just made that up. Woo! I was right.
What's J-Lo's middle name in real life?
J-Lo's middle name? Jennifer.
Marie? Oh, God, I thought it was just gonna be Lucky.
Rhymes with Bryn.
Lynn!
Lynn, yes!
Yes!
When is J-Lo's birthday?
Oh, she's
It's in the summer.
She's a Leo. I know that. She's a Lion, Leo, July something.
July.
20th.
4th! Yes, absolutely.
Wait. July 4th?
24th.
Oh, 24th, okay.
That would be something. Debut album title. Her debut album title.
Oh, waiting for the 6th, on the 6th.
On the 6th, ding, ding, ding. What year did J-Lo appear on the cover of People with her twins? You know this.
Okay, wait, they're 2001.
8. Close, all right. And what year was she on the cover of People's Most Beautiful Issue?
2001, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3 years after the twins?
2011.
And
we're good at math.
Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Turn the music up. To hear that sound.
There it is.
Okay, last one or 2
I don't
more?
know words, I just do the sounds.
From Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I
know where I came from.
Yes, final one.
The
Waiting
Bronx.
for tonight. Whoa!
The
When
music.
you would be here in my
arms.
Yes! Yeah!
I had no help with that one. You were awesome.
Jennifer, just so you know, I'm a true fan.
True
there you
fan,
go.
right. When people come through the door here, sit down on the couch, you can kind of get a vibe as to whether or not they all really get along.
They obviously get along.
Yeah. And in talking about being with J-Lo and Neo and all of them, I really do believe they've got this like magical thing.
And we've had Neo on before, and they can't. They speak so highly of J-Lo and each other.
Yeah.
You can tell it is like a true family. And also I will say, like Jenna's been through a lot recently, and
Yeah.
like her name's coming up a lot, and she seems like she's in a really good place and really happy.
And she opened up some about sort of how her kids inspire her every day to keep going, and what she has in her mind as she goes through the tough things as well as the good things is what is she going to be as a mom, right?
Yeah.
Like what kind of example is she leaving for little Everly? So that's kind of pushing her forward throughout all this. And I'm great to love seeing them that way. Also, I'll say this: even though they get along so well, J-Lo is definitely still the queen. And you get that sense
it's
too.
also a lot of pressure to put them to the test and have them guess these things for J-Lo, because if you don't get her middle name right or something, then you feel
like what do you
you're
know
failing
about the boss?
at life.
Also, I'll say this: they were coming straight from the NBC upfronts
Yeah.
to these sales things that are going on in town, and they're doing these huge presentations. They had this massive performance with tons and tons of dancers, like fire on the stage, lasers, and they said Derek, I think, had fire, and then there was like lasers, and then J-Lo got the whole thing: smoke, fire, lasers. So the queen still gets all the effects when it comes to the big showmanship. Anyway, there you go.
Love them. All right, let's check in on our question of the day one last time. We're going back to it. We have to know, Yanni or Laurel. Got to settle the debate. We're going to settle it now, and then we're going to move on.
Are we gonna settle it? Ben says Laurel.
SoCal Julie says Yanni.
Christine Anderson says, heard both at different times. Sad face emoji, no explanation. Guess what? Me too.
I know, same.
Hashtag I hear both.
Yeah.
People are really divided over this, taking it very seriously.
It's trending. It's been trending. It was trending last night. It's trending today.
Here we go on Twitter. I hear Laurel, but Alex Gibatani thinks it's Yanni, and I'm like, where are your ears?
When anyone says they hear anything but Yanni, no to Laurel. That's
Not
Wendy
doing it.
Williams. So even the celebs are getting in on this debate.
Yeah, there you go. Here's another one. When your mom says it's Laurel. Sorry. Nope. Nope. Nope.
I initially heard Yanni, but now I hear it's Laurel, BRB. Now I gotta go and like all those wrong I hear Yanni tweets.
Yeah, pathetic. All right. Well,
if this has
the debate
sent you
is-
into a tizzy, we are sorry. Maybe we can all.
But we're there with you. We're going to be asking you a new question of the day tomorrow on People Now. Can't wait. Coming up from the upcoming movie Book Club, Academy Award-winning actress Jane Fonda sharing how she set up her favorite ex-husband on a dating app. And for the Real Housewives of New York City, Bethany Frankel opening up about the new man in her life. You do not want to miss it.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Adam Paley. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Adam Pally, and this is one last thing. The last time I was starstruck was I saw Paul Bettany walking down 10th Avenue, and and he's very tall. The last time I laughed so hard I cried, my son the other day stubbed his toe on our coffee table, and he's 6, and he went. That made me laugh a lot. My last big splurge. I bought an electric car, which was probably more expensive than I wanted it, than I wanted my car to be, especially because I live in New York and I don't super need a car, but I wanted a car because my family lives in New Jersey. I want to be able to see them whenever I wanted.